You know, of all the Transformers that are out there, there's a few that are downright scary. But scarier is thinking about where they might have come from.
I'll blow your slagging heads off!
Okay, you're doing fine now. Just push. Okay, I can see the head. I can see the head.
No!
Oh, God. Alright, okay, one last push. It's a... something.
There he is, my little guy. Isn't he cute?
Not really. Whoa! What a nightmare. Ah! For Titanium Optimal, we'll start in whatever this mode is. Unfortunately, this is the one they put on the front of the box, so this is the one I'm starting with. I assume it's supposed to be the default vehicle, but what kind of vehicle it is, I've got no idea. What? It's a titanium toy. You wouldn't take any chances either. Now, it's got the little guns here, so I'm going to call it a tank, because that's the only thing that seems to qualify. Some Cybertronian tank. Let's remember that this was supposed to be an alternate mode for a Beast Wars toy, and if you know those modes, they never went well. It was very simple. It was a bonus. It wasn't supposed to be the primary vehicle. That said, you can still see his feet, his legs, his hips, his head, his shoulders, his arms, his hands. Pretty much his entire body is still exposed here. There is absolutely no disguise going on. Now, he rolls okay. I mean, that's one thing the metal content does give him. But since he just looks like he's laying face down, it's like some weird street luge or some futuristic skateboard. Really, I call it a tank, but this is not a vehicle. It's supposed to be a bonus mode, not the primary vehicle mode for a toy. And it has to be because, guess what? There's no beast mode on this thing. I mean, why the hell would you even make a Beast Wars character without a beast mode? I mean, that doesn't even make any sense. I mean, let me give you the example. A good Beast Wars toy, a Transmetal one, was based on a very nice beast mode and very meh vehicle mode. But that was the whole point. The vehicle was a bonus. It wasn't a triple changer. It was just a little extra to make the toy a little bit more interesting. You certainly didn't buy the toy just for the vehicle mode, and you certainly didn't focus the entire design around it. I'm sorry, but this is supposed to be a Transformers toy. The little Autobot logo, yeah, not Maximal, Autobot logo, says that, which means it is defined as having two good modes. If you can't get one mode right, you've got a bad toy and a horrible Transformer. But wait! There is hope, because there is a second vehicle mode. Yes, it says triple changer right on the box, so you know we have a backup. Let's take a look at that. Now for this vehicle mode... What the hell is that? That's not a second vehicle mode. Okay, you guys, you're my transformation staff. Now I want to know which one of you mistransformed this toy. You're all fired. No, unfortunately, this is all it is. Okay, this is not an alternate transformation. This is certainly not a jet mode. This is an incomplete transformation step. I mean, nothing more. I mean, you still see all of his parts. He's got the wings out, okay. But it looks exactly like the tank mode, just with his arms outstretched, his hands wide open. I mean, if he's flying around like this, he looks like... Yeah, that guy. They advertised triple changer on the packaging because of this? No, this is not a mode. This wasn't a mode in the Beast Wars version of the toy. It's certainly not a mode now. This is just a horrid piece of engineering. You know, at least if they put the tail fins back on it, it might resemble a jet just a little bit. Never mind. Now, usually in these cases, only the robot mode is the saving point. So let's take a look at that, and maybe we can salvage something here. Finally, we get to robot mode, and here's where we really get into it. Now, this is a diecast transformer. When you think diecast, you think G1. Solid, heavy-duty, well-constructed. Not this floppy mess. Not one single joint on this guy is secure. Okay, I take that back. His shoulders, they're okay. You've got a good range of posability. In fact, all of his joints would be good if they weren't so loose. I mean, this elbow is useless. It barely holds up his own arm. Sometimes it doesn't even do that. His hips, even though they look ratcheted, very loose. Not something you want when you've got completely metal legs. Now, everything else works okay. You've got the head, you've got the shoulders, you've got the wrists. Okay, that's all well and good. I'll give him credit for this. It fixes the one thing the original toy didn't have that was featured on the show. The guns flip out. They are optional. Okay, I'll give him credit for. But now we get into one of my bigger problems. The colors on this thing are horrible. Now, when the blue was metallic, fine. It was okay. When this purple, burgundy, whatever it is, when that was metallic, great. It was fine, because it's transmetal. No, now he's an orange, blue, and dull purple mess. It doesn't have any business being on a modern Transformer toy. Now this all goes back to omitting the beast mode, and I'm showing it to you here because it's the only way you'll see it in this review. If they had maybe just stuck with this and made that the primary mode, maybe it would have been worthwhile to get. I mean, it's very simple, it actually looks Beast Wars, and, you know, it's the only solid mode that even this toy has. Let's face it, all the others are infamous for being dirt simple in their designs. It's just so simple they couldn't figure it out? Was that the problem? You'd think the least they could do is keep him accurate. I mean, these forearms look absolutely nothing like they did on the show. Most of the modes would look better if his hands weren't wide open. At the least, his fingers could have closed shut. And the proportions are terrible. I mean, his legs are enormous compared to his very scrawny hips. His shoulders are huge, they're low set. I know a lot of these things were from the original Optimal, but this is modern technology. A modern collector's toy line. You have room to improve him. You know, I'm done with this toy. I mean, I don't even know why you give this version of Primal a new figure in the first place. I mean, doesn't anyone remember what an ass-kicking he took in every episode of the 3rd season? What, you don't remember?
Venom.
Big Butt! No!
Yes! The writers made him so powerful they had to write him out of most of the episodes. If he wasn't back at the base commanding everybody, he was getting poisoned or blown up, whatever it took to write him out of the episode. Otherwise, it'd just be way too easy to win. We can't have that in a war, can we? Alright. That's all I got. And you know what? As much as that toy gave me nightmares, playing with it's a pretty good sleep aid. So, I'm the Plastic Addict. I stay addicted so you can stay away. And I need a nap.